Yeah, let's start, Alwin.
Yeah. Once again, this is Alwin. I scored AR7 this year. So let's get started. So I'll be briefly touch upon all these topics which are mentioned here. So if you have any specific doubts or if you want me to give some more insight on specific things, can feel free to interrupt me or can post in chat. Okay. So now you have almost 8 to 7 and a half to 8 months for your gate exam. So throughout this gate is it's like a long journey. Like you need to be consistent, and then you should have some positive mindset because you need to put a consistent effort for next 8 months in order to get good rank in gate. So don't worry that you don't have much time to prepare gate even they start preparing from July, right? Some might join in July, so you have ample amount of time. So don't worry about that. You just give your give your effort, and you'll definitely get it. And next thing is that consistency. Everybody used to say the consistency, but even I, after preparing, and I too stick with that. So if you are a full-time student, like if you take a drop, you can spend initially around 4 to 5 hours. It is only for July batch, right? But if you are in Feb batch, you already might be preparing, I guess, around 8 hours, 6 to 8 hours. So it might increase like little bit 2 hours, like 8 to 10 hours. But if you start preparing, if you joined in July batch, then you can initially try to study like 4 to 5 hours and then slowly increase the duration of your preparation to 8 to 10 hours. But if you are in college goer or like if you are in working professional, then you can plan your day as per the schedule, then you can make some schedule. I guess you will have only 4 to 5 hours max with your college preparation, all those things. So when I say consistency, it doesn't mean that you have to study every day 4 to 5 hours or like 8 to 10 hours. Like you can take breaks. Sometimes you feel demotivated to study. Like you can take breaks, and then next day you can start. You can start your study. You can reschedule it. Okay. So and next thing, it's like I already told, it is a long journey. So you should you don't feel motivated till those 8 months. Like you feel demotivated sometimes. So one way to be consistent and to be consistent in your preparation is to enjoy the process. Like I used to feel happy when I able to understand some complex topics, like some concepts in a much more clearer sense. Like that. So you have to enjoy the process. Like when you learn something new, or when you understand the concept which you don't understand during your undergrad. So it does well when you understand things and you make a process when you make your preparation as like enjoyable thing, then you don't need any motivation to continue preparation. So it will drive you. And now it is the time for you to make mistake as much as possible. Like I used to believe that. So when you make more mistakes, then you can learn more. This is the time you can make mistake, but not in the exam. So I don't feel bad when you make a silly mistakes. So even that doesn't matter. Like what mistake is like. So and then next most important thing, we used to compare ourselves with others when we are in class. Like in live class, most people will answer correct, will quickly answer, but we feel like we don't understand the question itself. So so don't compare yourself with others. The only person you should compare is you. You should compare yourself what you with yesterday, like what you are in yesterday. So and always expect don't expect that you should have 100% motivation every time. Like even I feel sometimes demotivated, and even I have some more self doubts during my preparation, like whether I could crack it or all those things I have. And next thing, focus on the process, not on the result. So so you have goals, but sometimes having goal is not sufficient. Like you should make, if you take a consistent action, then you'll get those results. So not the other way around. So preparation strategy in those things, like you should understand concept clearly. So like how, so if you need to understand concept, you should solve as much as numerical as possible, and then the numericals are the one help you to understand the concept in much more detail. Like when you understand concept, it will help you to solve both numerical and also as well as the conceptual questions. So like the question in the gate won't be tough. If you understand the concept, the questions will be very easy. Like some questions, though it may be 2 mark, but it is it seems simple when you understand the concepts. So like and the advice that I give you is like before starting any core subjects, like let's say if before starting aerodynamics, I recommend you to revise fluid mechanics thoroughly and then go to aerodynamics. So by doing this, the things will get easier. Like on the first 2 classes in aerodynamics will be just revision of fluid mechanics. So when you understand the fundamentals, then the core subjects will be very much easier. Like for example, if you for propulsion, you need to revise thermodynamics. You should be strong in thermodynamics, and for gas dynamics also, thermodynamics is essential. And like so, before attending any classes, like if you have live class today, please revise the concept which are topics which are covered in the previous classes, so that sometimes the topics are like topics will be a continuation of the previous topic. So when you revise things, then it will be easier for you to understand, so that you won't spend some more time in understanding those concepts again. And next thing I would say, like don't mug up the formulas. Like sometimes if you mug up the formulas, and you'll get during exam you'll get confused, like whether the plus sign will come or the minus sign will come. So let's take so if you take any gas dynamics questions, like formulas in gas dynamics. If you know the conservation equations and the control volume analysis, you could derive the formula on it. It won't take much time. So it take only 1 to 2 minutes to derive all those formulas. And even in stability, if you understand like how the vertical, let's take directional contribution of a vertical tail, directional stability contribution of vertical tail. Okay, if you see, we understand the concept, you can easily derive those formulas. So in stability, those formulas were like it was a bit heavy and was a bit confusing. When you understand things, the formulas will be a bit easier for you. And the key question comes when you understand the concept in much more clear way. So you could easily answer those things. So don't always mug up formulas, like don't burden your brain like mugging up all those formulas. So I always keep it very simple, like if I could able to remember the basic derivation, and then I can, so let's take for some cases in vibration, continuous vibration, if you remember the governing equation or that the final solution, if you plug in the boundary condition, you'll get the natural frequency for the system. So I'll be remembering only those governing equation and then the boundary condition. I don't remember the final answer. So I can solve that with it won't take much time, like take only 1 to 2 minutes. So always prepare in this way, so that even when you get some doubt while solving, or when you forget the formula, you can derive during the examination. So I'll be doing that thing. And solve as many problem as you can, like so when you solve more problem, you get more used to it. Like I used to have fear for solving a problem, and I overcome that fear by solving as much problems. Like I solve assignments, you can solve the assignments and the test series questions, and then PYQs. So there are a lot of questions which is provided by IGC, and you can solve them and you get used to it. And then like so first after completing class, like you try to solve assignment problems, and then you solve test series, and then you go to PYQs. So you'll follow in this hierarchy. Like stress is an inevitable, like during preparation I used to feel too much stress while preparing for gate. And so I have some bad days. I feel demotivated, and then I even have self doubts lot. Like as I initially mentioned, I still have thought like whether I could. What if I fail in game? All those things will be the part. But sometimes the stress is also helpful. Like when you feel not feel like studying, but this stress, a little bit of stress will create. Am I audible, guys? Can anyone tell from which topic I got disconnected? I have no idea when I got disconnected. Like slide number or okay. Oops. Yeah, like you should make stress as your friend. Like you feel too stressful during some days. Like I used to overcome when I feel too much stressful. I go and sit on terrace by listening to some songs. All those things I used to do. So to keep my mind cool. When you are in too stressful situation, you couldn't. Even if you try to solve very simple problem, it would be very tough. So always keep your stress level cool by doing some meditation or like talking to your friend or like spending some time with family. So all those things. But even stress is also sometimes helpful. Like when you feel when you feel like procrastinating, that the stress will create some fear and then it will make you to steady. So stress has both sides and okay. So am I audible? Like I could see someone is telling like getting W's. Is it fine now? Okay. Oh, see, I guess I lost presenter access. I should ask Dinesh after.
Yeah, yes, just a moment. Yeah, Alwin, you got disconnected
Yeah,
presentation?
sir. Yes, sir. I got some internet
Yeah,
disconnect.
yeah, please. Yeah, guys, we are connecting. Okay, it's connecting with that. Yeah,
Yes, my
please
screen
go
is
to full
visible.
mode. Yeah, visible. Go to please full mode.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah.
So like timetable part, like so you try to make some schedule. Like I may say like some schedule, but which may not work for you. So you should find your own schedule. That's what I used to think. Like initially, you try to stick for make schedule for 8 hours. Like for each subject, you try to spend around 3 hours. So you make schedule and then you try to follow it. If that works, then you can continue. If it doesn't work, you can make some changes into your schedule. So is
And,
that
so here what happens now, there are different category of the students. There are college going, working professionals, and then passed out students. So guys, those who are passed out students, guys, make sure you don't take any kind of risk. So you should have clear cut timetable as Alvin told, 8 hours around every day to study. So you guys need to study in break. So study morning at least 2 3 hours, then afternoon 2 3 hours, and night class is there. And after class, if you wake up till late night, you study, or if you sleep early, then you get up early morning and study. Clear? Now, since if you are college going students, then you may not find that kind of time. Then you have to study 3 to 5 hours consistently, even working people. So you have to find some time in college if there is some class is cancelled, or if you find some time, go in library and study, because everything is accessible in mobile, right? So guys, utilize this and use some time from your college, and after coming from college, you take some rest and then study 1 or 2 hours before class, and after class try to put some effort. So like this only you can find time. Clear? And then the what works for you, that may not works for anyone else. That's what Alvin is saying in terms of timetable. But you have all, you have to study. Without studying, you will not able to solve more questions, and you will not able to revise well and many more things. Yeah. Next
Yeah, and then you
question.
can follow like Pomodoro techniques, like if you study for 15 minutes, take 10 minutes break, or you can study for 1.5 hours and then you take 30 minutes break. So it works for me, like I used to do, but you can also try it. Like,
Yeah, but Alvin, I'll put one point on this. At least 10-15 minutes take for concentration. Then they start some solving problem. Some problem may more take more time. So guys, whenever you study, at least study like 1 to 2 hours minimum. Okay, then only study will be fruitful. This half an hour, 1 hour, like even 1 hour I don't feel sufficient whenever you study, especially
mhm.
for gate. So you should have that kind of plan. Okay, 10-15 minutes, half an hour will not be study. It was simply just thinking some starting and then time is over like that.
Yes.
Yeah. Guys, next question. And those who are watching this session on YT, guys can ask question. Be free to. Yeah, apart from timetable, guys, any other question further? And guys, work out on time management part. And guys, there is one session we have done, effective time management. So you try to improve your daily routine, guys. How to manage PYQs and live classes. Yeah, please answer this, Alvin.
Like attend live classes regularly, and then like initially don't try to solve PYQ, but you can solve some PYQ. But I recommend you to solve PYQ after the end. Like you revise once like for example, if aerodynamics topic is completed, so you revise aerodynamics completely, and then you set like around 180 questions, I guess it will have. So set some timer, and then you solve all those problems. One stretch like 3 to 4 hours. If you have free times on Sunday, right? You can make some time and then you spend some 3 hours, and then you solve all those problems. Like some problem you couldn't solve at first go. You may feel some problem is bit tough, so you can mark those problem, and then you try to redo those problem after revising one more time. Or while Jan month we don't have sufficient amount of time, right? For revision you used to spend, and we don't have time for solving all those problems. So you try to solve whatever problem you feel that is bit tough during those Jan months.
One more point I'll add. Alvin, anyway, during classes itself, we solve so many PYQs, Arjun.
Yeah, sir.
So majority of the questions, Arjun, we solve during classes itself. So you will be left out with some, not many PYQs. But once one topic is done, related all PYQs you solve, even if it is solved in class. So you may find better way to solve sometime. Okay, or you may find difficulty also, even if it is solved in class. So don't look in solution and solve. And once PYQ is done, you guys should practice assignments, IGC assignments. And for IGC assignments, now this time all the solutions are ready. Already we had most of the assignments solved prior, but this time we are working further to solve all the pending also, which all there. So do that. Now there is one question, Alvin,
So
regarding mathematics, and the syllabus is large. Somebody is asking, so how to manage mathematics?
mathematics, I recommend to study some topics. Don't skip mathematics. Like I feel mathematics is essential for all other subjects vector calculus and differentiation. You could see all those things coming in aerodynamics and also in S1. So you spend some quite amount of time in mathematics where you can easily score 13 marks, 13, so 13, 13, 13, 13 marks you can score, I guess. You can skip some topics, but if you are in for gate AE, I recommend you to study differentiation. Don't skip differential calculus. The calculus and differential calculus and vector calculus. All these three things are important. And even linear algebra comes in stability, I guess. So, don't skip those topics. So next, I get how to make notes properly. So after attending class, I recommend you to spend some time on reading books, and then you keep class notes, class PPT, and then the textbook. You make your own notes by reading both things, and then whatever in the way that you understand, you write. How to remain consistent and procrastinate after develop the go. Even I used to procrastinate a lot, and then I used to watch YouTube sometimes, or most of the times. So one day, I read a book called An Atomic Habit. In that, there is thing called identity change. So you can think you can take actions or based on what an ideal person, you used to have some ideal person, right? So what he used to do when you have free time, so you can think in this way, and then you take it. Works for me, but I hope it will work for you too.
Yeah, Richa, I'll add on procrastination. It's very common thing. It happens even today also. It happens with me. Okay, even so, it's like you should rather focus on action rather than thinking, because procrastination happens with overthinking also. So stop overthinking. Just focus on basics, or some take some action rather than thinking, or you start doing some physical activity also, because see, procrastination is related to your mental energy. Okay, Alvin, more of it
Yes.
is related to our mental energy, not with physical stress. So if you don't get proper sleep, then definitely you will come across this problem. So when you get tired, you will get good sleep. Once you get good sleep, you will have good mental energy. So whenever you feel you are getting procrastination, go run, jog, play, do something tiring physical activity. You can go for some trekking, whatever is the nearest activity, or whatever activity you can do, which make you tired, and then sleep well, and then you start back. Okay, if you don't come out of this cycle of bad sleep, oversleeping, overthinking, it will continue, guys. It will continue. Okay, and this is very common problem nowadays, because all the time we are in a screen, and then overthink, and then don't sleep well, and then it keep happen. Okay, so all of you guys, mental strength will play a lot of role in your good result. So guys, we need to be mentally strong, and procrastination is a sign of mental weakness, more of, which I feel.
Yeah, and you
Okay.
can do meditation for 15 minutes, and it will
Yes.
try to increase your focus. So you can try
Yes.
all those things. And then
Yes.
when I feel like procrastinating, I used to solve some easy questions. So by solving those questions, I get little bit of motivation, and then I continue the preparation. So I used to do all
Yeah,
those
but
things. Like
what you used to do when you are not feeling mental energy? Like you want to do, but you are mentally not feeling good.
then I'll take a small nap. So then after that, I feel little bit fresh, and then I start continuing the preparation.
Yes. But
So
many people nowadays suffer from poor sleep, especially today's generation. So, guys, these all are interrelated. Um, yes, as Alvin suggested, meditation is there. You guys can do chanting also, because God's name will also, give you, mental vibe, uh, positivity, and then you will be away from worry. Then sleep well. Then you will have the better, day cycle. It will work. Yeah. Now
like
the next question. I think, have you completed all your slide?
no, sir.
Can you go further? Then we'll take up questions.
Yeah, sure, sir. So when it comes to revision part, so you can revise. Okay, so you should revise concepts on regular basis. You tend to forget those things. Like before attending any classes, like you should revise those previous topics. Let's take if you are in third lecture of fluid mechanics, revise the first two lectures and then attend third lecture, because sometimes those topics were in continuation of those previous topics. So it will help you to understand things in much more clear way. And so you can follow the techniques like spaced repetition. So just like you should revise things on regular basis. As per this technique, like if you read a topic on an evening or in a morning, then it is recommended to revise those topic in night and next day morning, and then after 3 days you revise, and then 7 days, and then the cycle goes on. So so it is like you can create your own cycle for revision. And so as sir said, you can solve PYQ after topic, and also after complete revision of those topics, and then you can set some timer and then solve all those PYQs. So and formula sheet, like you can create your own formula sheet after the complete topic revision. I recommend you to create formula sheet after 2 to 3 revision. So after 2 to 3 revision, you get to know which formulas you need to remember, which is more important, which you need to remember, and which you tend to forget. So all those things you can get to know only after the third to fourth revision. So you can create formula sheet after that. And analysis of test series, is like much more important. The reason that I'm saying is that, like, when I write my first test, like, I used to feel bit worried. So my heartbeat was too high, and then and I used to make lot of mistakes. For MSK question, I select only one option, and then I click submit. Later, while in final solution, I get to see it as an MSQ questions. So all these mistakes you can do now. So later, by this, you don't make mistake in gate. So these are the simple things, and then don't worry about marks. That like test series are help you to understand your weak spots, whether you are strong in those topics, or you don't understand, whether you understand the topic or not. So, so solve as many tests as possible, and then you'll get used to all those things. And so let's get to weightage part. This is this year by mark distribution based on subject, and so you could see that the weightage is mostly on like aircraft performance and jet propulsion, like aerodynamics, and also in mathematics and general aptitude. So I recommend you to strongly complete study thoroughly these subjects first, and then you go for some allied subjects like gas dynamics. Some year gas dynamics have more weightage, and some year they ask less questions. But in aerodynamics, consistently they are asking like around a good number of questions. So first complete aerodynamics. When you completed aerodynamics, and you move on to gas dynamics. Similarly, when you complete a jet propulsion, and then after completing jet propulsion, you can move on to rocket propulsion, because in rocket propulsion only few questions are. And space dynamics also, like space dynamics only few questions are. I guess this year one two questions I remember. And when you compare in aircraft performance as a stability, performance has more weightage as stability. When stability, I could see like most of the PVQs from longitudinal static stability only. So when you feel yeah, when you feel you don't have time, just complete this topic and then you move on to those allied topics. And that's it. Like I'll be taking up your questions now.
So I feel to escape assessment test and solving problem as that often demotivates me.
Yeah, like don't worry about the result. That's what I say. When you make mistakes, so you tend to see like you get marks and you get to see like some problems you couldn't solve. Then you revise topics and then try to solve all those problems. The mark is not important. This mark is not going to decide what you get in gate. Like even I got low marks during my test. Like testers can you get used to the situation, like when you solve in that so you solve those questions in limited time frame. So you get used to those situations, and then
Yeah, Alwin. Yeah, hello, Alvin. I think his voice is not audible, right? Guys, guys, can you hear me? Yeah, so Anushka, uh, mock exams not mean to uh, get marks, right? Or more marks. Mock exams mean to learn more, okay? So more and more exams you write, more and more you learn. And it is good you guys get less marks now, not in gate exam. Clear? And uh, if you solve one mock exam and you may not able to get any marks, let's get out of from 20 marks 1 or 2 marks, it's absolutely fine. What we learn out of that, ki are we able to solve question in pressure situation within given time frame. Krutik, you can solve n number of questions when infinite amount of time is given, and when there is no watch running, you will not do silly mistakes, you may not feel pressure. But same thing when you have to solve in within time frame, okay, then you may find tough. Clear my point? So guys, writing topic wise exams are very important, because when you write topic wise exams, you will come to know in a particular topic itself how much you know, how much you don't know. When you are knowing whole complete topic or whole syllabus well, then you can say, right, I'm good in all topics means what? I'm good in whole syllabus, right? So indirectly, guys, the topic wise exams are kind of one of the very important exam, because even you can do good in full syllabus exam, but even you can do overall good in full syllabus exam, but doing good in every topic wise exam is not possible. Okay, in certain topic wise exams you may do good, certain you may not, you may do average, certain you may do very bad also. Let's not worry. But what is the idea? To learn well every topics and practice good questions from every topic, and start learning now how to solve questions within some time frame and under pressure. Clear? So that's the whole idea of topic wise exam. It is not Ki how much marks you are getting in every topic exam. No. Yeah, Alvin, can you hear us?
Yeah, sir.
Yeah, yeah. So
I got
that was one
disconnected.
question I answered. Now you can take up next question.
Like,
So some question is, what steps you followed revision?
I don't follow any specific stuff but when I feel like I forgot some topics like, and then I take those subjects and then I revise. Like that only I used to do. And I don't revise only the formula sheet. I revise entire notes, my entire notes during my even during Jan I was revising my entire notes. And only at the end of like 1 week before the exam only I take my formula sheet and then I revise. The reason that I do like that is that so when I revise things in my note now, I get to understand some how those formulas came, and I don't mug up each and every formula. Some formulas I used to mug up and then some I don't. So so that I could be able to see the derivation and then I see the formula so that I could remember how this derivation comes. What would be the sign convention when the things get changes. So like that I used to do. Does that answer your question?
I think different people may use, but it is good to revise whole syllabus notes, like the in-depth notes. But if some people may find less time, so there can be a mixture of that. But guys, of course, you have to revise multiple times in-depth notes. The formula sheets usually good to revise particular lengthy formulas and all. Is there, or you can say short notes are good in mugging things, because some formulas you have to mug up also. Okay, so it has to have a good balance. Next question, reference book somebody is asking.
Like reference book for core subjects for academics, I use the John D. Anderson book, and for SOM, I use Gary book, and for performance, I use Introduction to Flight and only those class notes and nothing. And the aircraft performance and design by John D. Anderson book I follow. And for it's for propulsion, I follow Saravana Gupta book, gas turbine theory by Saravana Gupta. And next,
Okay. Vaibhavi, I think we have one YouTube shorts. Okay, or in our previous session, I have given all the list of books. So let's not worry, because books are not mandatory when you are in IGC. Books should be used as and when required, because now 6 month time only, so you may not find that much time, because already there are many things to do. So there are some books like Anderson's, Gare, then especially Radhakrishnan for gas dynamics, or flight mechanics like Nelson and Anderson. So like these books are very important books, but still I'll suggest now, guys, be strict to IGC work and refer books as and when required. Because in case of Alwin, he was preparing 100% for GATE in 2025 GATE cycle. So he had this luxury to even refer books. So many of you may not have, if you are especially working or college. So be strict to IGC material, IGC class notes, and then as and when required, you refer the books. We have all the textbooks. Most probably tomorrow I'll share in e-forms. Okay. Now next question, you can take up time management. So I will take Alvin this question.
okay.
Sajid, the time management is all proportional to your daily routine. Okay, so as good as your daily routine, as good as will be your time management. So we have one session on that. Definitely we will repeat that session. Mostly next Monday we may. Okay. a time management session. Yeah.
So
So can
like
you answer this? Yes,
yeah, sir,
anything?
like don't focus on speed, complete syllabus completion. Like when you study a certain topic, you should study like 100%. Don't give up like 80%, this and that. It won't help in gate. Like I used to think like if I study this topic, whatever question should come, I should be able to answer. You should study in this way. And since you are in college, then you should find some time. Like I still remember during my college days preparation, I used to study like from 10 to 12, and then I used to wake up around 5, and then I study 1 to 2 hours. So like that you can manage those things. And I guess you have classes around 10 to 12, 9:30 to 10:30, right? Sorry, 9, 9
8,
to 12, 11.
8:50 to 10:50.
Yes, yes, 9 to, okay. So you
9
can
to
plan
11.
like after class you can spend like 1 to 2 hours, and if you are in if your college is far away, then you can sleep while going to college. So I used to do all those things like while during my college days. So like how many subjects you used to do on daily basis? It is not that like it is, you can make some schedule like based on your schedule you can prepare. So if you prepare, I can make schedule like on Monday I should revise mathematics, and then take some topics on agronomy. So you can make, but don't revise more subjects and you get tend to confuse. So always keep 1 to 2 subjects. If you have more time, you can keep 3 subjects. Like if you have full time, if you are doing full time preparation, you can keep 3 subjects. You're right, and you need to go to instruction.
Yeah, there is one question regarding mathematics and aptitude, guys. So, guys, mathematics and aptitude is all about practice. Once you learn concepts, then it is more about practice, how best you practice. So, guys, we should not delay learning concepts or topics of mathematics and aptitude, because these two subjects, if you take GATE 2025, these two subjects were asked for 33 marks, right? Alvin, if I am correct, 18 marks was mathematics and 15 is aptitude. So almost 32, 33 marks, guys. So these marks are very important to get any good rank. So in IGC, guys, always we complete mathematics upfront, and aptitude also will be completed on time. For Feb batch, both subjects are done, Alvin, mathematics and
Mhm.
aptitude. So they have now ample of time and very good, they have luxury to solve many questions. So many months are there. So regular basis, guys, once you learn all topics, you have to solve more and more questions. And the good part, the Google is ocean, right? They can find n number of mathematics and aptitude questions. They may not get questions for core subjects, but there is already many questions, especially so many branches of gate, where everywhere mathematics there, aptitude is there. So guys, do practice these well. Yeah. Now some questions. What is that?
Yeah, ask me.
Daily basis, Arjun, right? Daily basis, alternate days. See, Arjun, it depends on what. Are you college students again preparing for full time? If you are preparing for full time for GATE, then I'll suggest always at least two subjects they can study in a day, right? Alvin. If they are
Yeah, sir.
college students, then you have to manage where you are lagging, where you are good. You have to do some smart study also, Arjun. Ki what is pending? See, some subjects you are in parallel, right, with the classes. Some subjects you are lagging. So some days you have to put more efforts on single subjects. Some days you have to study two subjects. So it is based on demand and requirement. Clear, Arjun? Yeah, college students anyway, we told IGC class. Yes, Matisham, in IGC we cover more of more than GATE also sometime, Alvin, right? Because here
Yes,
many
sir.
teachers, everything is Matisham taught from scratch. First basic subjects, mathematics, aptitude, core subjects. So it is kind of very much enough. But there is no 100%, right? Ki we can tell you 100% marks will come from IGC notes. No, of course, majority of the questions or questions which comes in gate exam will be related to what is taught in IGC classes itself. Okay, that Alvin you can tell because you are the topper, you are the IGC class online class students, and
Yes, sir.
and
Like
how.
class notes is sorry,
Yeah, please continue.
like yeah, class notes is far more sufficient. But if you are full time, you can read some book and then you can add some additional point to class notes. So you
Alvin,
don't.
instead, yeah. So what I will suggest, Alvin, in this situation, see, when you guys, I will tell you one thing. See, there will be many things which you guys will come to know late, Matishyam. Especially when you solve PYQs, there will be something which you feel okay, it is not there in class notes, okay, or maybe something additional. When you solve assignments, again you have to add on something. When you solve topic wise exams, again you have to add on. When you solve subject wise exams, it will be add on, and it will be add on till you complete all 12 full syllabus exam. Because in IGC always we have tried to put a new problem. So whenever you solve a new problem, either you will learn something new way to solve, or you will learn how to utilize the knowing concepts. So there will be many things to add on. Yeah. So what I was telling, Alvin was telling, is sometime you really need reference book. Okay. So you have to go through that reference to solve a particular question. Even that topic you may know, then you may find something new, right? So that you add on in your in-depth notes. Clear? But directly, Alvin, at this point of time, I will really not recommend any book reading. Specifically, majority of the students now, they are the college students or working. There will be passed out students also in IGC, but not many.
But when you don't understand certain topics, then you can read some
Yeah,
in
of course,
specific
they must.
topics, not entire.
Yeah, particular topics, if they want to get in more in depth, they can use the right textbook. They can ask their the subject faculty, or again one with question mark, they can refer NPTEL lectures also. But again,
Yes,
guys,
sir.
NPTEL is also ocean of learning. Please guys, don't try to get in that. Be stick to IGC work first. IGC work.
For
uh,
practice,
yes.
so can I continue?
Yeah, yeah,
So
you are
for
saying
practice
something.
problem, you can solve assignments after class. Like there are topic-wise assignment are there, and can solve some daily quests, and then you can solve topic-wise test series, all those things. Okay. Like you can solve after class. Is that does that answer your question, Rahul?
Yeah, Rahul, there are enough questions, enough assignments are there to solve after live classes, and topic-wise exams also there. Yes, one question, when Gate 26 batch. So recently we started our July batch. So if anybody looking to prepare or start preparing for Gate 26, they can join IGC July batch. Okay, Mr. Kepler. Yeah, so Aishwarya, Akash, Ashish, Dhyaneshwar, Ashni, Karthikeyan, Kunal, Mohan Raj. Yeah, Mohan Raj, you had that doubt, right? College, you have written big. What you have written? I think. Yeah, for college students going allocate 5 hours, 2 hours. No, see, these 5 hours should be apart from 2 hours live classes, but not necessarily every day you will get 5 hours. You sometime or majority of the time you will get 3 hours only, Mohan. So see, you again you cannot go every time you are live class. So I will suggest you guys after live class, you go through first class notes and then you have study material also. Utilize those things. Still, if you have doubt, then go and recap class, especially college students. Utilize IGC study material well. Tazibul, last 3 months we will discuss later. There will be different strategy, especially last 2 months. Okay, last 2 months, last 3 months. Currently work on 6 month. Okay.
Now we focus on
More,
understanding concept and solving problem. And like in last 3 months, you can do revision, all those things. And I guess we'll have one more session for last 3 months. That is, I guess so.
working people. So for working people, I'll suggest guys, you should not always depend on either live lectures or recorded lectures. Frankly saying, IGC material is also very good. I have seen many ISRO scientists, Alwin, they use
Mm.
IGC material very well and they are getting 1 digit rank, especially IIST Trivandrum guy. There are Tajibul, your college students. Somehow they got IGC material. Okay, some people who just joined test series, and then they utilize very well, and then they get very good rank. So guys, I'm telling those who have already access, not need to get from indirect sources. Mostly you will not get, right? So if you have good materials, guys, always go first through material. Many of the things it will be clear because every topic which is there in gate syllabus is there in IGC material. Go through first that, you will understand majority of the things. Which all things you couldn't understand, for that refer the lecture if you are having less time. But if you are preparing full time for gate and then you tell I will not come to live class, Alvin, how that will be good? It is the entirely wrong thing if you are preparing 100% for gate and you are not coming to live class. You are hampering your own future. And those who come live classes regularly, definitely they are more disciplined person and they will have better probability of getting good results if they practice well or they manage last 2 months well. Alvin, am I correct in this? You might have
Yes, sir.
seen, right?
Yes, yes,
Whatever,
yes.
because you know, right, most of the rankers. So always we see the high probability of getting good results in those people who comes classes regularly, because they can ask doubt, right? If you simply watch recording, every doubt will not be clarified on your own, right? You can ask teachers and all. So there are multiple things, guys, which you guys need to manage in a proper way. So clear, the one effective strategy, utilize IGC materials very well if you are IGC student. If you are self learning student, then also you make your own notes and or refer those notes well along with practice. Yeah, gate score is valid for 3 years. Rajini Singh. Gate score is valid for 3 years. When you write gate in 26, it will be valid for 26, 27, 28. So you can get admission till 28 in ISC or IIT. Yeah. Now,
I'll address
one final
like
question, Alvin, please
cross
answer.
question. Yeah, sir.
Yeah.
Like pre-recorded lecture is always available in an IGC portal. You can access all those things. Like and next coming to urgent question, like even I used to waste some days. Like I feel very bad. But worrying about those wasted days will again waste the again waste those
One
time,
more,
right?
one more
So
day.
yeah,
Yeah.
one more day. So instead of worrying about those things, then you can start like you forget what happened is happened. Like you cannot change those parts, and now what you have is the present time, and then you utilize those things. And uh, mindset is that like I feel sometimes like I feel too demotivated. One thing that drives me that I should not sit simply in those 3 hours of gate exam. So I should do something. I should not waste those 3 hours. Like since I took 1 year drop and I thought like I spend some time and so I spend money and time, right? So I don't want to waste those things. So that things drives me when I feel like demotivated. Even like I used to have one more thought like even if I fail, it doesn't matter. Like I understand concepts in much more clear way, so that I could crack some interviews or like get some placements. So those two things will drive me when I don't feel like studying. So I guess it answer your
Yeah,
question.
very good point you have told, guys. Guys, you are one thing we can assure. Uh, this good learning of gate will never get wasted. Either until unless you are interested in core, this learning will be fruitful forever in your life. Okay, either you get good marks in gate or not, but definitely wherever you go for interview, if you have learned well, if you have prepared well, you will do far better than others. Okay, and guys, hopefully there will be many opportunities in coming years in India, especially in aerospace. Day by day opportunities are increasing, but at the same time the number of people also, now more people is taking. Even recently, Alwin, earlier top 100 rankers were not taking btech in aerospace. Now they are moving from CS to aerospace. So guys, definitely competition will also increase in coming days, because now more people start thinking seriously about aerospace and defense in India, including the learner also, employer also, and many things. So be ready with good learning, guys. It will help you guys in many fold. Now there is one more question. So, like PSU, it depends PSU to PSU. Usually DRDO take last three gate score. It depends. So validity in case of PSU, it depends PSU to PSU. Somebody was asking. One more question. So good rank in third year. If someone get good, yes. See, Tazibul, this year we got AR2. Mr. What is name? Alvin, AR2.
Course.
What is name of that guy? AR2 guy. I'll just tell. So he's a prime example, Tazibul. Uh, AR2 from IGC. Um, his name is Kostub Avarkar. Kostub got AR2 in fourth year. In third year also, he got Kostub got AR70. Clear, Tazibul? So in third year, he got AR70. Then fourth year, he improved to AR2. So you should have that kind of grid inside. You may get some 3 digit or 2 digit rank. Mostly, I have seen many third year students get 3 digit rank. 2 digit also, but not many. Then you should aim na from 3 digit to 1 digit, or from 3 digit to very good 2 digit rank. Okay, so that should be the purpose. Because what is the advantage of having very good rank? See, when you have very good rank, you will have very good chances to get in government jobs in future, especially currently in DRDO and NADA. In future, it may be ISRO as well. Okay. Tazibul, it is always not getting rank uh, it is always useful if you prepare for GATE for any technical interview. There are plenty of IGC students, they get jobs even without getting very good rank in GATE, because some students are not able to perform that particular 3 hours, but they get good jobs in different places. We have seen over the time, many times. So if you want to be in core, there is no better option than GATE. Alwin, you can add on this if I am wrong.
Yeah, so you're right. Like when you prepare for GATE, then you will have like an ample of opportunity. Like you could clear, you can crack interviews, and then you can apply for direct PhD and MS interviews. All those things will be piece of cake for you.
Those will be there, and nowadays almost every government lab, Alvin, they are giving at least not scientist position but project post, project engineer, project scientist, project staff, okay, research associate, research staff, research engineers. So for all those posts, GATE score is also mandatory many places, and good technical knowledge is important. So Tajibul, even in private sector job, there is no 100% guaranteed job, right? I mean, in terms of permanency, right? If project is there, you will be there. If project is not there, they will relieve you. They may put you on bench. So once you have some good experience, you can always jump from one company to other and all. Even we have seen, Alvin, in our cases also, our HL student joins DRDO. Those who got in HL permanent jobs, they aspire to get in DRDO. Those who got in DRDO, they will aspire something else. So it depends person to person, guys. And there are ISRO scientists, right? They always aspire to get in ISC Bangalore, Alvin, because they are already working there. Then they understand, okay, I should get there, and then they write GATE exam. So uh, like GATE will help you guys many way. And one more last question point I'll put. I think we have spent our time, guys. GATE is, again I'm telling, not just about core. Even you want to get good in non-core with your degree, GATE will be the easiest way. You get in IIT, you can change your track. Now you can get in AI ML, you can get in some other field. Once you have the tag of IIT or you have a degree from IIT. Yeah, yes, Tajibul, quickly you ask your question.
So can I answer like Mathesham question? Like
Yeah, please answer.
yeah, like if you are a college student, so you can plan like attending test series during your weekends. Like you have time during those days, like
Yeah, I
Saturday, Sunday,
even thought to answer. Yes, Alvin, I'll
and
add. Yes, please
yes,
continue.
that's a weekend.
Yeah, I was telling Monday is holiday. So, guys, everybody should at least plan one exam on Monday. That is what my suggestion, guys. Sunday, even if you don't, Monday, because topic wise exams is 30 minutes, 45 minutes, maximum 1 hour. So, you guys can find, now for fun, you write. Guys, don't take seriously. Initially, you start writing. When you start writing, you will come out of fear, you will get accustomed, like that you do. But don't worry about marks. Which gate should we sit having similar syllabus? Gate A is the best. I'll suggest for aerospace, guys, only one gate. Only gate A. Tajibul, we have explained and we will again explain in August month. There is no gate, other gate is not required for aerospace, guys. Even if you write, that score will not be much useful. For GATE Aerospace, guys, only A. XC you can write, but you will not get better score than Aerospace. Then that score will be of no use. You can write XC because you may be good in solid mechanics, fluid mechanics, thermodynamics. You can write, but your score will not be better than A. We have seen it from last years. Okay. So just guys, be strict to as of now. Gate A, Gate A, Gate A. Prepare best, and definitely if you want to attend extra paper, gate XC, you can attend. But I'm pretty sure that score will be of no use most of the time, or last 3-4 years we have seen. Okay, then we can wind up, guys. Thank you guys for attending this session, and next week we will meet with the time management session, and we'll be continuing with other gate toppers also, like we have discussed with Alwin. Then we will bring one guy who is a fourth year student, sometime Kaustubh, once he is in Bangalore. After that, we'll bring two other guys also who got good rank while working. So like this.
Yeah, thank you guys for spending your time, and then thank you so for providing this opportunity.
Yeah, no issue, Alvin. It is all our pleasure, and you are doing great support to IGC. And guys, Alvin is contributing a lot to your guys, learning also. Is helping IGC in solving many of the unsolved assignments. Uh, solving daily quizzes and many more thing he is doing, guys. So you guys should have good gratitude, and um, um, uh, what I say, you guys should be have some good respect to him, okay? Because Alvin is also there in Team IGC this year on to support you guys or future comers. Yeah, so Matisam, one more questions you are putting solved in good preparation out of 15. Even you solved one questions, it is good. Okay, don't worry about that. If you get 35 to 40% marks, Matisam, you should be happy. You will get some exam 50, 60 also percentage, some 30, 40 percentile also, or percentage is good. Okay, let's not worry about marks, Matisam. The marks is just a number. Here it is for all learning we do. Okay, then. Thank you, Alvin. Thank you for your support, and thank you, guys. Keep doing well.
Yeah, thank you guys. Like, we'll